Let's imagine a familiar scene. You're sat at your desk working hard when you get an email purporting to be from HR. Urgent action required. Update your payroll details or you won't get paid. Would you click? Would your colleagues? It only takes one click and the results can be devastating. So I'm Tim Ward from Think Cybersecurity, and we don't train people against these threats. We change their behaviour. Let's go back to that email and imagine if prior to receiving it, you would gently nudge from time to time when using your email. And then, when you were ready, show an example of a real phishing email so you knew what to look for. Or perhaps, as you're about to click this link, the system nudged you to say, double check the sender. Or maybe when you got to entering your credentials, a reminder to be careful on this website. These are just a few examples of the way we can nudge users to make secure decisions and deliver the next generation of security awareness. Let's go back to the problem. So whilst phishing cost businesses tens of billions of dollars globally in 2021, it's actually just the tip of the iceberg, both in terms of the problem and the solutions we offer. 90% of cyber attacks start with the human user. Technical controls can never be 100%, so your people will always be the last line of defence. But who here has done corporate mandatory awareness training? It's pretty boring stuff. Less than 15% of users trained this way actually change their behaviour. And if you're a professional services firm, then this is lost billable revenue doing ineffective training, never mind the residual risk of an incident. At Think Cyber, we know there's a better way. We've applied the theory and evidence of how people really learn and behave, including the Nobel Prize-winning nudge theory, and we help users make the right decisions at the right time. Our innovative and award-winning software, Red Flags, understands, tracks and learns user behaviour. That could be at a point in time. Are they in their email, plugging in USB, changing their password? But also over the longer term, do they engage with our awareness material? And then delivers nudges and awareness based on that understanding. So you might be a global telecoms firm and you want to nudge users when they go to certain web pages to steer them towards corporate tools. Or you're a government department and you want to nudge people when they go to social media to advise them to be careful what they share. Or an investment firm and you want to nudge people when they enter the email address in a website. Our approach is highly differentiated from what others are doing in this marketplace in 4 different ways. Firstly, we're delivering awareness based on this continuous assessment of what the user is actually doing on their device. Secondly, we're delivering real-time cognitive nudges rather than lengthy training. Thirdly, we can rapidly update our content based on incidents, things that are going on in the wider environment. And fourthly, we can optimize the system by applying learning algorithms to aggregated datasets of behavioural change metrics. And this approach really works. We're seeing 80 to 90% engagement with our content without needing to incentivize people positively or negatively. We have a user preference for our approach, but we're seeing real changes in behaviour, halving click rates, doubling phishing reporting rates, and changes such as reduction in USB use. We've had fantastic traction since we started selling to banks, telecoms companies, and some really exciting trials with major multinational organisations. And some fantastic achievements. We were Tech UK's Cyber Innovator of the Year in 2021, won the SC Award for Best Professional Training, and some fantastic support from the likes of FinTech Innovation Lab, of course. Our experienced and credible team includes the ex-global heads of IT and InfoSec from the cyber arm of BAE Systems, an organisation previously known as Detica. Detica is well known for spawning successful cyber startups, our friends at Digital Shadows, Panacea and Garrison. We've got some fantastic advisors, both industry and academic, including Dr. Robert Coles, ex-CISO of NHS and GSK and National Grid. And so what have we learnt on the Innovation Lab? Well, we've explored the secure behaviours that really matter, and we've heard from people some really interesting insights into where they want to focus and which they feel they had in hand. But we've also been able to step back and look at the real value here. So people are your greatest asset, but they're being allowed to be the greatest cyber risk. Instead of empowering and enable them, organisations are often locking down their IT, mandating and testing. This will impact on talent retention. Fundamentally, what we found is that we can build a cyber secure culture where secure behaviours are part of everyday use of IT. And that's something e-learning and phishing tests can never do. So that's Red Flags from Think Cybersecurity.